Hello everybody, welcome. I just experienced something today, so I thought I would jump on here pretty quickly and leave a short video about this in case it might help someone else out. One thing that I did not know about Outschool is that they have something called class buyouts, and I want to talk about that today. If you've never been here before, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. My name is Rachel from teachingwithrachel.com, and I try to share my own experience about Outschool. I do tend to have some varying opinions and experiences, and I'm just here to share mine, and I love to hear yours as well. So please feel free to comment below, especially if you've experienced class buyouts, for good or for bad, what your experience was. So first, let me tell you what I know about this, and what I know is pretty limited. I received an email from a very kind person at Outschool. All of my contact with her was very professional, very kind, very friendly. All good on her end. And she informed me that there was a group, a nonprofit group is how she described it, who was interested in buying out one of my classes. Now apparently what that meant for this situation was that they wanted to find a time that would work both for the organization and for myself and buy out that class. So I would make it private and they would buy the maximum number. Now, I'm not sure if they always buy the maximum number. For my particular one they did, but my max was only 10. So I'm not sure about that one as far as how that works. It may vary, I don't know. But they were going to buy out this class that was 10 learners at $10 a piece. Now, that was a pretty great deal for teachers. There's a sold out section right from the get-go. Would have been $70 that I would have earned to teach this fun class to this group. I was all for it. The time that they suggested, in fact, the day they suggested, was not going to work for me. It was not a day that I actually was teaching. So I responded back to the person from Outschool and let her know that that date would not work. However, here are some other dates that might work for this purpose. And she got back to me and said, yes, they're super interested. They'll take the next week, which would have been this upcoming Saturday. And I believe that the time agreed upon was 1 o'clock my time. Perfect. So what I did is I followed their directions. I created, well, I had to first, this was several weeks ago, so I didn't have any enrollment for that hour at that time. So I canceled the class that I did have scheduled at 1 o'clock on the Saturday. Created this one, made it private, made sure that the max was 10, make sure that the price was what they thought it was, and it was. There was no discount or anything. It was just buying out this section. Now again, that I don't know if that changes for the situation. I don't know. I can only tell you what my experience was. If you've experienced this, please comment below because I want to know more about this. So I canceled my 1 o'clock class that I had scheduled. No learners, so it was fine. Created this one, created it privately, and then sent the link to that class back to this person from Outschool by email. There's a lot of communication there. And she was going to contact the nonprofit group. Now, another step that I did, and I'm not blaming anyone for me doing this, it's just my neurotic self. I had a class that was going to go right up until 1 o'clock. I had a 12:30 to 1 o'clock class. And obviously, when you're trying to make a whole organization a sellout class happy, personally, I don't want to end and begin on the same minute. So I went ahead and canceled my 12:30 class. And then it was a 45-minute class in my situation. So I went ahead and canceled my 2 to 2:30 as well. Now, did I have to do that? No. I just like breaks between my classes, especially when I have sold out classes. I think it just gives me more energy in my old age and enthusiasm, and gives me time to go to the bathroom break and get a drink and all those kind of things. So I like breaks. So what I had done is I had cleared my schedule for this private class from 12:30 to 2:30. A little excessive. All I had to really give them was 1 o'clock to 1:45, but that was just completely my choice. So here we are on a Monday. This class is scheduled on a Saturday, and I had noticed that there was no enrollments, but I saw a post on a Facebook group, and I wish I knew where I would give the person credit, and I don't know, that said that for these buyout courses, she would often get enrollments the day before, pretty last minute when it's planned for several weeks. So I haven't been worried about it. Well, today I get an email from the very kind, friendly, professional Outschool person saying basically, thanks, but they've changed their mind. They didn't have enough enrollments. They don't want this. And that was kind of a letdown because, again, I had rearranged my schedule for this. Now, did Outschool promise me this was going to work? No. I believe that even in one email they said there's no guarantee. This is not a promised class. This is just something they want to sign up for. And frankly, anybody can cancel on you. So I don't think that in and of itself is particular to class buyouts. Someone could schedule a private party and then decide to cancel it or need to cancel it. It happens. But I guess I was a little put off by all the communication I had done with the person from Outschool and had rearranged my schedule. Now, again, I did more as far as opening up my schedule than I needed to, so that is a lot on me. But just be aware that if you do get a class buyout, it sounds awesome. And I think if it would work in your situation, it would be awesome. I mean, that's a guaranteed, booked, fully booked, semi-booked, kind of booked. I don't know. In my situation, it would have been a fully booked class, and now it's not. So now I have to go back in and rearrange my schedule and hope I get enrollments for this time. So I did respond to Outschool asking them, do I get any compensation for this? I know what the answer is. I know it is a no, but I think that is something at least to ask. There was a lot of time and work put into this, and I don't count my chickens before they hatch. I do keep an Excel spreadsheet where I do keep track of how many enrollments I have, what the price is per learner, what my take home would be. I do keep all of that in advance as enrollments come in, but I do understand that people have to cancel all the time. That's life, that happens. But I was a little put off by this one, and I'm over it. It happened hours ago. But just be aware that buyouts sound awesome, and I really would love the opportunity to have someone else request another class of mine to buy out. But it's not a promise. It's not a guarantee. So I really would like to know more about this. If you've had experience, please in the comments below, tell us what was your experience. Maybe you are a leader of a group who has bought out a class. I also want to know why a nonprofit would contact Outschool to get it scheduled rather than contact the teacher. Again, this is my first experience with that. I don't know the answer to that, but maybe someone does, and you could tell me below. I feel like I would just kind of blindly went into this. So there's my experience. Not a terrible thing, but a little disappointing. All right. Please, if you have not subscribed, ring the bell, click the bell. I don't ring the bell. Click the bell. Even give this a thumbs up if it helped you out. And more importantly, please comment below if you can share your experience with us about class buyouts. All right, thanks so much for checking this out. I'll see you next time.